Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. My name is Claire and I put out videos about luxury bags and accessories. So if that is your thing, please click on the subscribe button, hit the notification bell and you'll know when I upload a new video. I have a double unboxing today of two wish list items. So I said in my recent video about intentional shopping that I am sticking to my wish list as far as I possibly can this year, and I have indeed got two pieces now that were on my wish list and are in the video that I put out about my wish list. Now I picked one of them up from Fendi and I got the other one sent to me from Louis Vuitton. So let's start with the Fendi one. This is the item I purchased when I went up to Fendi for the Mother's Day event with my son. And if you haven't seen that vlog, I will link it down below. Please check it out. We had a great day. It was actually on Mothering Sunday here in the UK. And I was invited to Fendi. I took my son with me and we had our portrait done. We had a lovely day. They were so friendly and hospitable as usual. So, you know, please check that out if you haven't watched it. And when I was there, I asked them if they had this piece in my size. And initially they said yes, because their stock list was showing that they had one. But they came back to me and said, we can't find it. And then after about 10 minutes or so, another sales associate came up to me. She said, I'm going to make it my mission to find this because according to our stock list, we have got one. She said, so I'm going to go and find it. And honestly, it was about an hour later, she came back and she'd got it. She said, I found it. So it was, yeah, the last one they had in my size. I mean, it is a piece available to order from the website. It is available on 24S obviously, but I really wanted to try it on in the store and see if I liked it, which I did. And then I was umming and ahhing, and my son was very much an enabler because he said, oh, you should get it, mum. So yeah, I didn't need much more encouragement, I have to say. So yeah, so it's a piece that I got which is now a nice little reminder of that day that I spent at Fendi with my son. So let's unbag. This isn't exactly an unboxing because there's no box, but it's unbag. So I've got the ribbon here, let's undo that. And in the bag I have got two envelopes here. This is the receipt. This is actually the portrait that we had done. So if you haven't seen that, again, that is me and my son. I don't know if that is coming into focus. Yep, there we go. Me and my son without faces that we had done at Fendi by the artist there. It's really quirky. It's really grown on us. When we first saw it, we were like, oh, there's no faces. And the sales associate that we were with, she was lovely, and she sort of looked and she went, oh. And she was really shocked because I don't think she was expecting herself that they weren't going to have faces. But I have to say, the more we look at it, the more sort of we think it's quirky and we like it. It's kind of grown on us. So that was our portrait. And then here's what I bought. It's in a black Fendi dust bag. First time I've ever had a black Fendi dust bag. But this, if you've seen my wish list video, you'll remember it was on my wish list. This is the Fendi O-Lock belt. And this is in the black with the gold hardware. Let's see if I can get that into focus. There we go. That's the O-Lock design and it's on the black leather. I think it's about 2 centimetre belt. I really wanted to get the thin belt. I do prefer the thin belts. I've got a couple of Saint Laurent's thin belts and I've got this particular belt in the beige from Fendi. So I really wanted to get this thin one. It's got gold hardware. Ideally, I would have preferred silver, but they don't do this O-Lock design one in silver hardware. They do a couple of other thin belts with silver hardware. They're more sort of double F designs. But I really like this O-Lock. It's very sleek. It just sits really nice on the waist. And I just thought, yeah, I can live with the gold hardware. I mix metals. It's not a real issue for me that it's gold. But what I really like about these belts, and this is why I now kind of prefer these over my Saint Laurent belts, is again, I said on my wishlist video, they have this knobbly bit. And this little knobbly bit fits into the hole, so like that. And again, let's see if I can get that in focus. Yep. And so it doesn't put so much pressure on the leather that a buckle does. If you have a buckle and you pop, see, this piece through, if you've got a bit of a generous tummy like me, then sometimes, you know, that bit of leather can have pressure put on it from the buckle, and it can actually damage it. And that's what I sometimes find when I take off my Saint Laurent belt at the end of the day. I find that the leather is just depressed a little bit, and I'm worried that it might do permanent damage going forward if I keep wearing it every day. But with these Fendi belts, that just doesn't happen. You pop the knobbly bit through and it just sits on your waist. It doesn't put any sort of extra pressure on the leather. They come in a range of sizes. They have 5 holes, and there's plenty of room if you lose weight to put more holes in that way. There's a tiny little bit of room if you put weight on to add another hole if necessary. So yeah, but this one fits me okay, and I'm very happy with my Fendi belt from the Fendi event that I went to. That, as I say, was on my wish list. The second item on my wish list, this is from Louis Vuitton, and I didn't think I was going to get this because I wanted one of these items. I thought about getting one, but I really decided that I wanted this particular one. Now, all will become clear when I show you what it is, because they do come in some different designs. And this one is from a particular collection that again had some various colours, and that might give you a clue, and some designs. And I decided that this was the one I wanted, and I didn't want to compromise and get any of the others, but this one was out of stock, and this one was the only one that was out of stock. All the others were in stock. And I looked at it and I thought, you know, do I want to get a different colour? And I thought, no, I don't want to compromise. I do really want to get this colour. So I thought I'd rather just not get it at all. And I'll wait for maybe a future collection when maybe they have something, a different one that I like. But as I was browsing the website and looking, I did see on this one that was out of stock, it said notify me when available. Now, I clicked on that and I put my email address in, but I didn't have a lot of faith in that, because as far as I was concerned, I thought this was a limited edition collection, and I thought because it said it was sold out, that it really genuinely was sold out. There wouldn't be any more. And I know in the past sometimes they have occasionally put this notify me when available option, but they have put them on things that never come back into stock. It happened on some earrings. I was looking at some earrings once and it had the notify me when available, but never ever got notified because they were seasonal earrings and they had completely gone. So I didn't hold out much hope, but I still put my email address in anyway. About a week or so later, and this was in January, let's say about a week or so later, I did get a notification through email. I was browsing my emails and one came through just as I was on my phone, and it said your product is back in stock. And I was quite shocked, and I tapped straight away, went to the website. I quickly added to cart, and I noticed as I did it, it said something about shipping in March, but I didn't pay much attention to that. I just quickly added it to the cart and checked out. And then it was out of stock. So, you know, I obviously got this one that had come back into stock, but I did then get my email confirmation of my order, and it said it's going to ship in 3 months. So as I said, this was obviously January, and it had said it was going to ship in March, and then the email said ships in 3 months. So that actually didn't fill me with much confidence either, because I'd known people a little while ago, they kept ordering these limited edition kirigamis, and they got confirmation of their order, and then a couple of days later their orders were cancelled because they didn't have the products after all. And again, I thought this might happen with this. I thought, oh, you know, they've not got the product to ship to me now, so, you know, am I just going to get a cancellation email in a couple of days? But time went on and I didn't get a cancellation email, and every time I checked my account it just said order pending validation. So again, I tried not to get too excited because I just thought, oh, you know, at some point they're going to cancel this. And then a few days ago, one evening, an email pops up, your Louis Vuitton order has shipped. And I was like, oh, wow. And this was about 6 o'clock at night. And I thought, wow, okay, that's great. I'm going to get my order. Then about an hour later, I got an email from UPS saying, we're going to be delivering your Louis Vuitton order tomorrow. So it really was that quick. An email at 6 o'clock saying it had shipped, 7 o'clock, an email from UPS saying it's coming in the morning. And sure enough, that morning I then got a sort of a timescale notification. I wasn't here, I was working that day, but luckily my mum was here at the house that day, and I said to her, just before I left for work, I said, oh, there is this package coming from UPS, this time scale, can you look out for it and take delivery of it, please? And I said, all you got to do is sign for it, because it just said on everything, it said, you know, it needed to be signed for. The guy turned up with the package and he said, we need to see ID. Now, there was nothing on my tracking emails, nothing on my UPS app where I was again tracking it and looking at it, nothing to say that I needed to show ID. All it said was that a signature was required, and I even had the option to change the delivery to go to a neighbour if I wasn't going to be in. But he said to my mum, he absolutely insisted that he had to see my ID, and he said, this is from the sender, so i.e. this was from Louis Vuitton. He said, they have said that, you know, I can't release this package unless I see ID matching the name of the recipient on the box. So there had to be my ID. My mum said, oh, well, can I just quickly phone my daughter, find out, you know, where she keeps her ID, and I'll show it to you. And he was like, no, I can't wait. He said, I absolutely can't wait. And she was like, please, she said, you know, please don't take the package away. Just give me 2 minutes and I will find out where the ID is. No, I can't wait, I can't wait. Well, somehow my mum managed to talk him into waiting, and she phoned me. I answered straight away, and luckily my ID was right near where she was on the phone, so she was able to just reach over, pick it up and show it to him, and it was just my passport. And then he was happy and he left the package. So that's just a word to the wise, really, that it seems to be that if you're purchasing something, certainly in the UK these days, from the Louis Vuitton website, that they want to see ID. I wonder if they've had a few issues with people saying things haven't arrived, or UPS have delivered to the wrong person, someone's taken delivery of it and then the genuine person who ordered it didn't get hold of it, so they've had to put in claims for lost parcels or something. I don't know, but that's interesting. I mean, obviously if I had selected the option, please leave with a neighbour, my neighbour doesn't have my ID, so presumably UPS wouldn't have left it with them. I have my item here. Sorry about the long-winded story time, but I just thought that might be worth mentioning. Right, I've got the strip off there. Right, the rest of it, oh, it's sealed here. And of course I've come on camera without any scissors or anything because I didn't realise it was sealed there. One moment. Okay, I'm back and I've just cut along that bit there. So here we go. There's my box. This is the first thing I've ordered from Louis Vuitton in an absolute age, I have to say. So there it is, wrapped up in its ribbon. Just pop this off. Now, this was on my wish list, so you may be able to guess what it is. Comes in the drawer. There it is in its Louis Vuitton dust bag, and this is the passport holder from the Colorama collection. Did I just call this Colorama collection? It's actually the Colormania collection. I don't know why I said the wrong word, but yeah, this is from the Colormania collection. I got it in the fuchsia. Now, I really wanted it in the fuchsia. I looked at the other colours, but I thought, no, if I'm going to get this, I really want the pink, which is surprising. I'm not normally a pink person, but obviously in recent months I seem to be more attracted to pink than I ever have been before. I certainly liked it in the other colours, but I just felt that the pink and the monogram really popped, and for me that was the colour to have it in. Now, I've never actually seen one of these. It's the first time I'm seeing a passport holder and actually holding one. Obviously, you know, I've seen them on the website. I've never actually seen one in store before. I've never actually handled one. So, yeah, it's kind of a little bit bigger and thicker than I thought. It's kind of quite substantial. I don't know why I thought it would be a bit smaller. I know the measurements of it, but yeah, I do really like the pink against the monogram. Now, I did think to bring my passport here with me, and I thought I could have a look and see how it fits. I have a blue British passport, a post-Brexit passport. Those of you in the UK might know that when we had our EU passports, they were red, and if you haven't renewed your passport since Brexit, you will still have a red one, but if you have renewed, which I have since we left the EU, you get a blue one, like the blue ones we used to have many years ago before we joined the EU. So yeah, I have a blue one. So I assume that you pop your passport in like that. You've obviously got card slots there, and then it just fits in there. And there's obviously room to put things behind there. This is the little tag that just says exterior coated fabric, interior vachetta leather. It's got silver writing on the inside there. Yeah, I love this pink. I just really love the pink against the monogram. I think it really pops. Yeah, and so I guess you can put travel documents, cards and things that side. Oh, and obviously a little pocket there. And yeah, nice little holder for my passport. I said in my wishlist video, I've never had a luxury passport cover before. I had a non-luxury one which fell apart after a number of years, and I just fancied this year getting myself a luxury one. And I really like the Louis Vuitton ones from what I saw online. As I say, first time I'm actually seeing it in real life, and it definitely is a bit more substantial than I was expecting. But yeah, I've just got a nice bright pink bougie passport cover now to take travelling with me. So yeah, so that's my second wish list piece. So 2 really nice items ticked off my luxury wish list. As I said, I am trying very hard to stick to my wish list. I have added one more thing to my wish list since I filmed that video, and if you did watch my Mother's Day vlog, it will probably come as no surprise to you that what I've added to my wish list is the Fendi sunglasses, the Fendi First sunglasses with the silver hardware. I really like Fendi sunglasses, and most of my luxury sunglasses from all the brands have got gold hardware, so I was really excited when I got an email from Fendi recently with some items from their new collection, and it did include this pair of sunglasses with the silver hardware, and I looked at them online and I thought they looked really cool. I will try them when I go in store, which I did. Really liked them, thought they suited me, and I just really liked the idea of the silver hardware. So I have added those to my wish list, I will confess that, but just that one item so far has been added to my wish list. But I'm very happy to have ticked these 2 pieces off. That's 3 things off my wish list now. My Roger Vivier shoes, obviously, which I have been wearing and getting on really well with. They've taken a little bit of time to break in. They were a bit stiff. The patent leather is a bit stiff, but they're getting more comfortable every time I wear them, and they go with everything. There's nothing I've worn so far that they don't go with. They just seem to go with everything in my wardrobe. So, you know, they really have been a fantastic buy, and now I've got my Fendi belt and my Louis Vuitton passport cover. So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please let me know down in the comments what you think of my 2 new items that I've ticked off my wish list. And thank you ever so much for watching, everyone. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Bye.